You wake up at the same time, take the same route to work, and sit at the same desk. When your daily routine becomes completely automatic, your brain fires the exact same neural circuits, triggering the exact same emotions you felt yesterday. That repetitive daily stress traps your biology in survival mode. The moment you feel the pressure of an impending deadline or a difficult relationship, your body floods itself with cortisol and adrenaline. This diagram illustrates what happens next. The chemical flood forces your biological energy to pool heavily down here, in the lowest 3 energy centers. With your energy locked in this region, your entire psychological focus narrows to physical survival, monitoring external threats, and worrying about material lack. Over time, your cells develop a literal physical addiction to those stress chemicals. Your biology becomes so dependent on the emotional chemistry of the past that it physically forces you to repeat the same day, every day, which presents a serious mechanical problem. If our thoughts create our reality, how can we possibly build a new future when all of our biological energy is hoarded by a stressful past? Consider the case of Anna, a woman who managed to completely cure a severe chronic lung disease without relying on traditional medicine. She systematically rescued her trapped energy from those lower survival centers and consciously drove it upward into the centers responsible for physical creation. To heal the body or change your reality, you have to physically reclaim your biological energy and relocate it. The first step to breaking the chemical loop is to sit down, close your eyes, and deliberately detach from your physical environment through deep meditation. The goal is to strip away your identity piece by piece. You keep going until you reach a state where you are no body, no one, no thing, nowhere, and no time. When you reach that precise state of absolute nothingness, you cross over into pure consciousness. The old biological programming falls away, leaving you with a blank slate. Once the slate is clean, you can begin the deliberate process of pulling that trapped energy up from the survival centers and moving it into the middle energy center, the heart. As this equation shows, the quantum mechanics of creating a new outcome rely on a specific biological formula. You must combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion. Gratitude is a powerful emotion to use here. We typically only feel gratitude after we receive something. Because of this, your biology associates gratitude with an event that is already complete. When you feel gratitude before an event occurs, your erratic heartbeat shifts into a uniform repeating pattern, heart coherence. This synchronized rhythm generates a powerful magnetic field, projecting several feet outside your chest. That expanding field acts as a biological transmitter. It sends a signal to the rest of your cells and into the surrounding quantum field that your desired future has physically occurred. To finalize the upgrade, that elevated energy needs to go higher. How do you force that energy from the torso and lock it into the brain? By contracting the lower core and abdominal muscles while taking a deep inhale, you create extreme upward physical pressure. This contraction acts like a syringe, driving the body's cerebrospinal fluid up the spinal column and into the brain cavity. When that pressurized fluid strikes the tiny pineal gland situated in the center of the brain, it triggers a massive electromagnetic burst. This specific reaction is why the pineal gland is known as the alchemist of the human body. The mechanical strike forces the gland to chemically transmute standard melatonin into powerful DMT-like compounds. The resulting chemical flood triggers a mystical experience. This shift in neurochemistry severs the body's deeply ingrained emotional ties to the past. This chart shows the neurological aftermath. Once the pineal gland activates, the brain slows its processing down from high-stress beta waves into suggestible alpha and theta waves. To lock the brain into this slow-wave state, practitioners use visual tools like kaleidoscopes, where the complex symmetrical geometry fatigues the analytical mind. While resting in that state, they watch mind movies, customized visual sequences that blend images of their desired future with carefully selected music. Because a brain operating in theta waves is unable to distinguish between vivid mental imagery and physical reality, These tools rewrite the subconscious biological script of the mind. At this point, the biological journey is complete. Energy has been moved from the lowest survival centers and into the heart and the brain. The body is no longer a victim trapped by past chemistry. It now broadcasts a frequency capable of pulling health, wealth, and new realities toward it. Yet, Dr. Joe Dispenza's ultimate thesis reveals that the true reward of this protocol isn't the physical healing or the money that gets manifested. The ultimate success is the profoundly evolved person you become by going through the process of mastering your own mind and biology. The biological steps are ready for you to use. Sit down, close your eyes, and begin